So again, it's a horizontal line. We're going to start at positive 3 on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3. We know that it is a horizontal line, so let's go ahead and draw this. However, before we draw the line, stop and think about the symbol itself. It just says greater than. What type of line should I be drawing? I know it's horizontal, but I mean solid or dotted. Carol? Should be dotted. It's not underlined. So a dotted horizontal line at y equals 3. So then the question becomes, where should I shade this? And this one is just like what we did on Friday. It says greater than. Does that mean shade above or shade below? Above. So this one's pretty straightforward. I'm going to shade everything above the horizontal line that I just drew. What is a little more difficult is what about if it's an x instead of a y? Let's do x is less than or equal to -4. I'm going to make another graph that's 5 in every direction. Please pay close attention to this one because it is going to seem slightly different at the end when we do our graphing. With the way this equation is structured, we know that on the x-axis I should start at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it is an x, not a y, we know it's going to be a vertical line. This is less than or equal to, so should it be solid or dotted? Just say it out loud. This one's solid. So a solid vertical line from that point. But this is a vertical line. There is no above and below. So the question now becomes, and please raise your hand if you have an answer for this, where do I shade this? There isn't an above and a below like we had before. So give me an idea. If I have a vertical line, there is no above and below, where might I shade this? Andres?
To the left.
Why to the left?
Because if you go to the right, it'll touch the y-axis.
Okay, I don't care if the shading touches the y-axis, so that part's not part of the reason I'm looking for. I only cared that the line doesn't touch it. But I like your idea, thinking about left and right. Where might I shade this in, and why? Hannah? Okay, Hannah's using a test point. She's saying I should go to the left because if you plugged in a -5, and she's talking about on the x-axis, that would be a true statement. -5 is less than -4. That works. And that is one reason why someone would say you should shade to the left. So that is correct. There is another reason that I think people will use more often. Why else could we say we are shading to the left? Navarro? This is very similar to what we did last semester when we said the symbol points in the direction that you are shading. That's because the x-axis is essentially a number line, and everything to the left of -4 is less.